talking to us in a minute. But first off, we want to look at matters health. How can you be able to live a longer, healthier life? And today we are dealing with a particularly challenging topic. It's a disease that has affected many people in Kenya today and is still affecting quite a number of people. And I know many people on this call have been affected by either directly or indirectly by this disease, and it is cancer. Cancer has really proved to be a very tough disease to deal with, and today we are going to tackle it and see how can we prevent ourselves from getting cancer, and more importantly, how can we manage it? How can we fight it, and how can we continue to live this life in spite of cancer being around us? So without further ado, I'm going to get into it. I just want to appreciate everybody who is on the call. Welcome to today's session. And I'm excited to be here. My name is Fred Gichuki. Fred is an entrepreneur with Neolife International. I joined Neolife for money, but I found health. I came in because somebody told me there's a way of making some extra money, and I had big dreams. I wanted to make money. I wanted to travel the world. I wanted to retire young and rich. And I had all these big dreams. I wanted a big car. And someone found me working in the hotel at a reception, and he told me, Fred, there's something you can do in your free time which can give you an extra income. I was working 18 hours a day, but I plunged in, I got started into the business. And I always say I wanted money, but my first benefit was the health of my parents, because my parents were suffering. My dad had ulcers, my mom had high blood pressure. Those issues were sorted by the products of Neolife, and that gave me the introduction to the wellness part of it. And I got so excited about that. I went out, built a huge business, started making some money, which grew over time. In about 7 months, I was earning over 30K. Became a world team member a few years down the road. And I started traveling the world. I retired by the age of 30, and that is very, very exciting. So I've been able to accomplish quite a number of dreams with Neolife, starting with the health of my parents. I've been able to travel to so many destinations, more than 20 countries to be precise. I've been able to purchase so many things and empower so many people to live an exceptional lifestyle. But I can tell you, of all the things I've done in Neolife, the fact that I've been able to touch people's lives in terms of health excites me the most, because when you talk to somebody, they start using our products and they were unwell, and then they come up with a testimony of the way their health has improved. Let me tell you, there's nothing that surpasses any kind of income you can earn from Neolife. So without further ado, I want to get into health. Let's look at cancer. Let's look at how can we be able to prevent ourselves from getting cancer, and how can you manage it in case it's already there? And that's the topic of today. And by definition, what is cancer? It's cells, a large group of diseases. There are about 200 different cancers which are characterized by uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells. And that is cancer, loosely defined. Now, according to the American Cancer Society, cancer is just what I've said. It's a growth that is characterized by uncontrolled growth and spread of cells. Consists of more than 100 diseases. It can arise in many sites of your body and behave differently depending on its organ of origin. Cancer is an abnormal continuous multiplication of cells. The cells divide uncontrollably and may grow into adjacent tissue or spread to distant parts of the body. The mass of cancer cells eventually become large enough to produce lumps, masses, or tumors that can be detected. Now, cancer is one of the most common diseases of the developed world. 1 in 4 deaths are due to cancer. 1 in 17 deaths are due to lung cancer. Lung cancer is the most common cancer in men. Breast cancer is the most common cancer in women, and we're going to look at why that is. We've already said that. So let's look at a few of the cancers that affect our bodies. We've talked about breast cancer, lung cancer, stomach cancer, ovarian cancer, bone cancer, brain cancer, laryngeal cancer, prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and lymphoma. Okay. Now, what are some of the things that increase your risk of getting cancer? I think that's very, very important, so that we can know how can we avoid it by avoiding the causative factors. The first thing is in tobacco. And we all know that with tobacco, you can either be a primary user or a secondary user. So you have to avoid both. Alcohol, obesity, radiation, age, chemicals. Chemicals are notorious, especially for those in very industrialized cities and also in the farming areas. You'll find that chemicals can actually have a negative effect on your life. I remember doing a meeting in Kinangop where they grow a lot of cabbages, and when I shared about the effect of chemicals used in the farm and the prevalence of cancer, a lady stood up and said, you know, my neighbors, 4 of them have breast cancer. On the left, on the right, all over, surrounding me, 4 people in one village had developed cancer of the breast. And she used to wonder what could be the reason. And there it was, the chemicals they were using in the farm could have actually caused this kind of scenario. Diet plays a very huge role, and you're going to look at that. Some viral infections, genetics can also be a contributory factor. There we have it in pictures. We've talked about alcohol, we've talked about smoking, obesity, sedentary lifestyle. Really just spending your time seated on your couch and watching television, enjoying yourself, can actually contribute to cancer. Poor diet, excessive sun exposure, and unprotected sex. There are some cancers that are caused by unprotected sex, and we are talking about things like cervical cancer. We are talking about prostate cancer. These are some of the cancers that can be caused by unprotected sex. Okay. Now, 5.2% of all cancers are associated to poor diet. That's very, very important. Now, let's look at some tips on how you can prevent cancer. Okay. Now, if you're not smoking, don't start. If you're smoking, stop it. Smoking definitely plays a very big role in terms of the issue of cancer. The other thing is exercise. You need to start an exercise actually helps the fluids to flow in your body. When the fluids flow in your body, then what happens is that when the fluids are flowing, then the chemicals and the toxins are coming out. Your chances of getting cancer are slimmer. Then moderate alcohol consumption. Don't overdrink. Know your family history. If your family has a preponderance of a certain cancer, then you need to take steps to mitigate against it. Then wear sunscreen. Don't go into the sun unprotected because you can get skin cancer. Get immunized, especially for the sexually transmitted cancers. Practice safe sex. Get regular checkups. Limit consumption of red meat. Red meat has been notorious. When you eat too much red meat, it has so many side effects. It has a lot of antibiotics in it, and that can actually make you get cancer. So limit the amount of red meat that you are consuming. Now, maintain a healthy weight. We've looked at it and seen that obesity is one of the reasons why you can actually be able to develop cancer. So these are some 10 ways to ensure that you prevent yourself from getting cancer. Now, natural solutions for healthy living. We look at detoxifying our bodies. When you detoxify your body, it means you're removing toxins from your body. Some of the toxins we are exposed to are things like chlorine from the water we drink, carbon monoxide from the car fumes and factories and all that, just to mention a few. And you need to regularly detoxify your from this at least once in 6 months, so that when you remove the toxins, then you actually stand a lesser chance of getting cancer. Have a healthy diet. We are going to talk about that. Restful sleep, exercise, and manage your stress. Very, very important. Reduce or quit smoking or taking alcohol. Use natural nutritional supplements and herbs. And we will talk about that just now. Okay. So one of the things that we need to do to actually fight against cancer is through awareness. And by awareness, we are talking about being aware of the prevalence of cancers, what causes cancer, and more importantly, how can you prevent yourself or detect cancer very early. And we talk about PSI tests for men. We talk about regular checkups to ensure that you don't find yourself already in stage 4 of cancer by the first diagnosis. So you need to do regular checkups to ensure that you don't have cancer in your body. Don't just sit pretty and assume that you can never get it. You have to be aware of what cancer is and how you can prevent yourself from getting cancer. Then the other important thing is eat to beat cancer. You should actually be eating foods that prevent you from getting cancer. And you're going to look at some of those foods. When you look at that screen, I'm sure you're able to identify food: broccoli, salmon, fish. You can see some berries there. You can see some red, some purple, some green, the different colors that actually will prevent you from getting cancer. Then you look at the solution that is provided by our company as far as preventing ourselves from getting cancer. And we talk about, you can't talk about Neolife without talking about our founder, Jerry Brasfield, whose dream and vision it was that actually started this whole journey. And Jerry had asthma. He used the Neolife products. They worked for him. And he got excited about it. And he said, why can't I develop a business that can touch other people's lives? Because my life has been changed by these products. And that's how he partnered with Neolife and started building a business. Later in life, he partnered with Dr. Atherfast. Incidentally, Dr. Atherfast is the man who invented oral chemotherapy for the treatment of cancer. And he's a Nobel Prize winner, or rather he was, because he's late. And he decided, instead of waiting for people to fall sick and then giving them medicine, why can't he partner with a company that produces natural and organic food products that will prevent people from getting cancer in the first place? And that's how he partnered with Neolife. And like the story says, the rest is history. They developed products together. He formulated the Scientific Advisory Board, and the Scientific Advisory Board developed products from the food that you are supposed to be eating, such that when you take these products, they prevent your body from getting cancer. And if you already have cancer, they can hold that cancer, prevent it from spreading, and they can actually take it to remission. And I've seen it happen to several of my friends. So let's first look at the diet. How should we be eating? Now, if you look at those two pyramids, there's a pyramid on my right, which could be your left, where it talks about you need to exercise a lot, you need to eat a lot of whole grains, a lot of fruits and vegetables, little proteins, and little fats and sugars. This is the way we are supposed to be eating according to World Health Organization. Especially the part of fruits and vegetables. You're supposed to be taking 9 different types of fruits and vegetables. And the way you know they are different is that they have different colors. And that's on a daily basis, which we don't do. you're supposed to be taking a lot of whole grains. In fact, they say more than 50% of your plate should be whole grain. And the way you know it's whole grain, it's brown, it's not white. Then minimize on the red meat. In fact, they say a quarter kilo should be taken by 12 men, and that is only 3 times a week. Then minimize on the fats and sugars. So a teaspoon of fat and a teaspoon of sugar is enough for the day. But that's not exactly how we eat. We eat the way on the typical lifestyle pyramid, where everything is upside down. We take a lot of fats and sugars. Sugar is terrible. Sugar festers the growth of cancer cells. Sugar festers the growth of bacteria in your body. So when you're taking too much sugar, then you're actually putting yourself at a risk of getting cancer. We eat too much proteins. We eat meat, especially we talk about the red meat, which is full of antibiotics. We talk about the broiler chicken, which we eat a lot, which is full of hormones. And those hormones go to your body and they start growing cancer cells in your body. We all have cancer cells, but your level of immunity is a defense that actually protects you from this. Now, when you take things which are very high in hormones, like broiler chicken, then you trigger those cancer cells and they start growing, and that can give you problems. Fruits and vegetables, we don't eat enough. Then whole grains, we only eat when we can't avoid, and therein develops a gap. And Neolife has actually come to fill that gap between what you're supposed to be eating and what you are eating. And one such product that sorts out that gap is called ProVitality Plus. And ProVitality Plus has the following components. The first one is treonine. What is treonine made of? Treonine is made from the whole grains we are talking about. You're talking about the fat that you find in the germ of wheat, rice, and soya. These oils are taken and they are put in a capsule. The capsule is a gelatin capsule, so it's a protein which is utilized by your body. And when you take treonine, what it does is that it reverses the degeneration of the cells. You know, cancer, we mentioned earlier, are abnormal cells that multiply. So when you take treonine, sorts out your cells. It enables nutrients to get in, waste to go out. It ensures that your cell membrane is soft and permeable, and the cell is doing its job of metabolism. So now, if you're not taking treonine, the cell is like the cell on the left, on my left, and the cell membrane is so tough, nutrients are not able to get in, toxins accumulate, and these cells start subdividing. And if you're not lucky, these ones can become the abnormal cells you're talking about. So sort out your cells. It's all at cellular level. So get some treonine and start taking some treonine. And you'll find that not only will your cells be functioning well, your energy levels will go up. You'll be so fired up. Your day will be longer, basically. You'll not be as tired as you are before. And that's why we say treonine will feed the cells. It brings energy. It increases cellular energy production, optimizes membrane function, and also balances your hormones. So get some treonine ASAP into your system. And this is a product that will prevent you from so many problems. I remember a case that you were given by Dr. Fatma Abdallah of a lady that had stomach cancer. And I think the husband had stomach cancer. And it was stage 4. And this lady decided to sort it out. She said she was going to tackle it. And she started giving the husband 2 treonines per hour. And the cancer disappeared from the stomach within a month down the line. So that's the power of treonine. It sorts out the cells in a very, very big way. The second product that is so critical, again, at cellular level, is called CoQ10. CoQ10. What does CoQ10 do? Now, whereas treonine sorts out the cell membrane, CoQ10 goes into the cell, into the mitochondria, into the engine of the cell, and it sorts out the engine of the cell. And what does that do for the body? It promotes cellular energy production, boosts overall energy and stamina, supports cardiovascular health, improves muscle energy, it supports cognitive health. In a nutshell, CoQ10 sorts out the cell's mitochondria. So whereas we are saying that cancer damages cells, and aids the production of abnormal cells. For your cells to be normal again, you need some CoQ10 so that now we fix the mitochondria of the cell. The TRNN has fixed the cell membrane. Then the CoQ10 fixes the mitochondria of the cell. As you can see now, that abnormal cells will be turned from an abnormal, or will be prevented from becoming an abnormal cells, and it becomes a normal cell. So CoQ10 is important, and it sorts you out. Now, CoQ10 helps the proper function of all internal organs. We are talking about your vision, your kidney, your lungs, your heart, your reproductive organs. This is a product that you should give for all conditions. Anybody suffering from anything in their body should actually use some CoQ10. Or if you want to function at peak levels, you should be taking some CoQ10. The other product that is important, and this one is a big one, it's called carotenoid complex. Now, carotenoid is made from 18 different types of fruits and vegetables. Now, what does carotenoid complex do? Carotenoid, if you take a can of 90 tablets, it's like 15 kilos of raw fresh fruits and vegetables, and different types. You're talking about your spinach, your tomatoes, your carrots, and all that. And what does this do for you? It boosts your body immunity by 37% in 20 days. We usually have an immunity of about 60%. So if you are at 37%, it comes to 97%. What does that mean for you? It means that the likelihood of cancer cells reproducing in your body are so minimal because your immunity is so high. And the benefit of it is that carotenoid complex can hold the cancer cells. It prevents them from spreading, and you can actually outlive the cancer. So you find that with carotenoid complex, you buy time, and you can actually, by the time the cancer hits, if you don't have the cancer and you take carotenoid complex today, it slows down its onset by 44%, so you might never get it. If you already have cancer, it will hold it, so that now it doesn't progress to the next stage, and the next stage, which can be fatal. So carotenoid complex is absolutely a must where we are talking about cancer. Another product that is important is called salmon oil plus. Now, cancer, when you talk about cancer, it's basically oxidation of the cells. It's like rusting. It's like, in layman's language, it's like rusting. If you have a piece of metal and it rusts, what do? You apply some oil on it, and you apply some paint on it. Now the paint the oil about in our case is salmon fish, which goes to your cell again. We are talking about the TRNN. These are the oils that we are talking about. The paint in our case is carotenoid complex. It is in the color, which actually gets the paint in. So you're able to reverse oxidation that way. Now, what is salmon fish, salmon oil plus? It has all omega-8, all the 8 omega-3s. It's clinically tested, it's ultra pure. It has so many benefits in the body, from flexible joints, healthy eyes, thins blood, regulates hormonal imbalance, excellent for rheumatism, osteoarthritis, abdominal pains, weight loss, so many benefits.
Fred, we seem to have lost you. Sorry, everyone. I think we've lost Fred. Justus minutes.
Lydia, kindly make me a co-host.
One gadget, you still a host.
Sorry, guys. Sometimes technology can be a challenge. Okay, sorry guys. My internet fluctuated and I was kicked out of the meeting, but let me see if I can get back. Okay, so there I am. I hope you can see my screen now. Can see my screen now. So we were talking about salmon fish and the benefits of salmon. Let's move on there. Sorry about that. That's a challenge of technology. Sometimes it can let you down. Lydia, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes. Yes, you can see your screen.
Okay. My screen is not moving for some reason. Let me try doing something else here. Okay, so we were talking about the next product here is flavonoid complex. Now, flavonoid complex is basically made from the richly colored fruits and vegetables. You're talking about berries, alike. And what does it do for you? It has so many benefits. It is rich in vitamin C, and vitamin C is so important for the body where cancer is concerned. In fact, I was talking to one of our leaders who has specialized in treating cancer using supplements and fruits that we normally eat. And he's called Dr. Mengo. And he was telling me that if you can saturate your body with vitamin C 24 hours a day for a month, it will help you to kill a big percentage of cancer cells in your body, and it will prevent you from getting cancer in the first place. And flavonoid complex is in cancer in vitamin C, which actually, and bioflavonoids, which are good at fighting cancer cells. So other benefits: support circulation, promote cellular health, normal tissue growth throughout the body. It actually lowers inflammation in your body, and it also helps you to deal with the pain that is associated with cancer. Another product that is important is called a cruciferous plus. Now, we talk about cruciferous vegetables, and cruciferous vegetables are like broccoli. These are the vegetables that when you cut them, they have a cross in them. We like saying they crucify cancer in the body. And cruciferous vegetables have several benefits in the body. They promote normal hormonal balance, utilize and flush out environmental toxins, helps to keep good estrogen, supports healthy cholesterol levels, it regulates your immune system, and it promotes normal metabolism. But one of the things that excites me about cruciferous plus and cruciferous vegetables is a test that was done and they took broccoli, fresh broccoli, and they crushed it. And they squeezed that juice on a breast specimen with cancer cells, and they could actually see the juice eating out the cancer cells. That just gives you an idea how powerful cruciferous vegetables are. The only challenge, eat a lot of broccoli, and even when we eat it, we cook it. When you cook it, you're actually killing the active ingredient in the broccoli. Rather juice it. Juicing is far much better than cooking anytime in terms of fighting cancer in the body. Now, another product that is so powerful is called phytodefense. Now, phytodefense is a combination of the three products I've talked about: carotenoid complex, flavonoid complex, and cruciferous vegetables. So cruciferous plus. These are the three products in phytodefense. You can buy them as a pack, or you can buy the individual products by themselves. Now, I mentioned that one of the things that triggers some cancers is hormonal imbalance. And hormonal imbalance is something that is notorious for things like breast cancer, prostate cancer, cervical cancer, and the like. And we have two products that actually help us to balance our hormones in the body. That is masculine herbal complex for men, which helps to balance hormones in the man's body. So you prevent yourself from prostate problems, swelling of the prostate cancer, and the like. Then we have feminine herbal complex, which will balance hormones for the lady, so that you find that you're able to prevent yourself from getting breast cancer and that kind of thing. So these two products are just amazing, where it is all about balancing hormones in the body. So there are products that you need to consume at least once in 6 months. You should take masculine herbal if you're a man and feminine herbal if you're a lady, so that you can prevent yourself from getting cancer in the long run. Other things that feminine herbal will sort you out or will prevent you from getting are things like fibroids, cysts, irregular menses, acne on your skin. It has so many benefits. The problems of menopause, puberty for ladies will all be sorted out by feminine herbal. So invest into these two products and you safeguard yourself. Another product that is so critical is called Neolife Shake. Now, Neolife Shake is a protein drink with 22 amino acids. And what Neolife Shake does is that it provides your body with amino acids, and your body is able to produce antibodies, which the white blood cells, which are able to now to fight disease in the body. So it's an amazing product. Of cancer is that when you start going through the chemo and the radio, it really impacts your body, and it damages many of your cells, and it might even interfere with some of your organs. Now, when you take Neolife Shake, it actually helps in rebuilding and repairing the body because of the protein element, and it gives your body stamina to withstand some of these rigorous treatments that you have to undergo during chemo. So it's a product definitely that anybody who is undergoing chemotherapy or radio should actually invest in, so that you can be able to strengthen your body and prevent yourself from succumbing from the side effects of cancer. Okay, so this, like we always say, cancer prevention and cure. You better prevent it than wait for it to happen. There is a can in cancer because we can beat it. You can actually beat cancer. I have several testimonies of people who have actually used our products. One is a very close friend of mine who had stage 4 cancer, breast cancer, and she used our products together with the treatment from the doctor, and the cancer went into remission. It was actually at stage 4, but she was able to fight it. It went into remission, and she was able to contest for a seat as an MP. And she, I mean, she's done a lot. She's done a lot since cancer went into remission. And you cannot, even if you saw her, you not believe she's ever had cancer any time in her life. So cancer, we can fight cancer. And when you use the Neolife products, when you apply the few ideas that I've given you in terms of lifestyle change, definitely you'll find that you can be able to fight
Sorry, we seem to have lost Fred again. Justus, you can share your story. If you can be able to unmute yourself so that we get going. Welcome, Justus from Uganda. Justus, we can see you clearly, looking sharp. Can go on.
Okay.
You are muted, I guess. Yes, now you can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Just a minute. Let me just do this. Okay. Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am very, very happy to be able to be given this opportunity to be able to share with you my humble testimony about what New Life has done for me. First, I would like to put in a voice on what Mr. Fred has been talking about the prevention of cancer, about saving many other people's lives through these products. I want to admit that when I was getting started in New Life, I actually got started on the basis of making money. When I got started, I was just 20 years old. And every single time I learned about these products like the cancer program, diabetes program, ulcer program, my mind was always very quick to think of who can I look for to be able to share with these products so that I can be able to make some money. So to me, every time we shared about these products, every time we shared about anything, all I was looking at was the money. But today, my attitude has been able to change out of experience, out of sharing with as many people as possible about these amazing products and about how they could be able to change their life through these products. Because, and why has my attitude changed? Because I have seen people's lives change out of these products. I have seen people who actually thought they were dead and they come back to life because of these products. I have seen people being healed from cancer. The first time I got an encounter with a cancer patient, it was breast cancer. And I'm telling you, it was so painful to see. This woman's breast had been eaten up. It had a wound. The wound was big. I looked and I'm like, my goodness, if this is what it means to have cancer, then I am going to do all that it is to do, all that is to make sure that I prevent myself and the people that I know about these dangerous diseases. But I've seen these products give back life to people. So if you are here, we've not been around for 65 years selling products that don't work. No, our products do exactly what we tell you they do. If we tell you when you use these products diligently, if for a given reasonable time, they will give you results. That's exactly what they do. And that is why we've been in the market for all this long. Now, talking about the money bit, I got started, I was a student who had actually registered for a dead year because my mother didn't have money to keep me in school. And so when they show me about these products, because they told me for anything to be called a business, you must have a product or a service you're giving out to people. So first, I loved the products because the products were working and they were proof. And then that's how I actually get involved. I get involved on the basis of making some money to be able to pay my school fees because I registered for a dead year. And then when I start speaking to people about these products, luckily enough, well, it is so unfortunate, but then on the business side, it was quite fortunate that every single time you share with people about these products, especially from the age of 40 onward, you will actually find someone who needs the products. Everyone needs the products. Today, we are at a rate from the age of 40 onward. We are at a rate whereby out of every 10 people that you're going to meet and speak to, 8 of them are already sick. They either have cancer, or they have pressure, or they have diabetes, or they have ulcers. You know, and I know every single time I actually have these encounters, I always want to urge us distributors. If you are a distributor and you're on this call, we are not just in a business to make money. Well, when I was getting in, that was my mentality. We are not in this business just for the sake of making money. No, we are in this business for the sake of changing people's lives. We are in this business for the sake of changing our lives. Of course, all of us, if you've been here long enough, you well know how these products have changed people's lives. You well know how financially this business has been able to touch people's lives. So guys, let's share with as many people as possible. You know, I have this mentality that I am going to speak to everybody about these products. Every single person, I am going to speak to them, and I don't care whether they are going to buy or they are not going to buy. I don't care whether they are going to join or not join. I don't care whether they are going to start using the products or they are not going to start using them. I don't care. What I care about is, have I done my job? Have I talked to people? Have I talked to people about these products? It is going to be quite unfortunate when all our OGs, that our relatives, they have these breast cancers, they have this cancer, they're being taken up by these diseases, and yet we have a solution. So if you are a distributor on this call, please let's emphasize to talk about these products. If you are a guest and you've been invited to this call, even if you don't join this business, please use these products. Guys, I love telling people, today we are at a rate whereby it's either you accept it, and the earlier you accept it, the better. The earlier you accept it, the better. We are now living in a world where supplementation is a must. Guys, we need to invest in our health. Once in a while, get that flavonoid complex, invest it in yourself. Get that carotenoid complex, use it. Get that cruciferous and crucify that cancer, those cancer cells in your body. Guys, let's use these products and let's talk about these products passionately. Let people be the ones to refuse to buy our products and use our products. But for us, let us do our job. Let us go out there and save people's lives. Today, that is my mission, to save people's lives, to speak to people about these products, whether they are buying or they are not buying. I want to speak to everybody because I do not want someone to die. And then when you're buying them and you be like, okay, so if I had talked to them about these products, probably they would have never died of cancer. No, I want to be there when they're burying them. And I think I told him, he refused. I told her, she refused. So it's not my fault. And in fact, you who are here, you need to use the products. That's what I want to do. And you too can do it. Now, what is Neo Life? Neo Life is not just about selling the supplements, not just about using the supplements. No. Neo Life is a vehicle to get us from where we are to where we want to be. It is a vehicle that takes you from nowhere to somewhere. It's a vehicle that takes you from poverty to riches, from poor health to living a good, healthy life. When I was getting started, I barely could afford 3 meals. Barely. But when I got started, I started selling these products and making profits. I started affording 3 meals every single day. Even the places I used to go also changed. When I had gotten started, I could not afford to pay my own rent here in Kampala. But status of Neolife, when I became a senior manager, went ahead and became a director in 6 months, I started affording the basics. I like to say that before Neolife, I used to struggle with the basics. After Neolife 6 months, no longer could I struggle for basic needs. All thanks to Neolife. And then I kept on building my business, kept on talking to people about the products, because our business is entirely about educating people about nutrition, speaking to them about the products, getting people to use the products. And the more people use the products, the more money we get paid. I remember by the time I turned 1 year into Neolife, I had talked to and been able to get a team of over 250 people who were all using the products. And I became a wealthy member. The company started paying me about $1,000 per month. That's how I even thought of going back to school. Then later on, when we lost our dad, I took on the mantle to take care of my whole entire family out of this opportunity. And that's exactly what I'm telling you about. That Neolife is it's a golden opportunity that actually gets you from where you are to where you are supposed to be, from struggling to being able to afford so many things, you know? So ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very good business. It has changed my life. I've used it to change many other people's lives. I've been able to invest money. I've bought land. I've done that. Now I'm actually now on the plans of being able to build, and all the money is coming from Neolife. I've had chances to travel. I have had chances to make money, to change other people's lives. Just a few months ago, we're in Istanbul in Turkey. Right now, we are organizing with a team. We are going to for Dar es Salaam, the East African Convention, together with my team. We're even going to Zanzibar. And then later on, May next year, we are organizing for another trip to Mauritius. So it's a very good opportunity, very good opportunity. It's an opportunity that can help you to live a longer and healthier life through our products. But also, most importantly, it can also be able to help you financially. And look, when you talk about using these products, I mean, when you are making money from Neolife, then you are able to afford these cancer prevention products like phytodefense, products like Vitality, products like Beta Guard, products like New Life Shake, products like all these products that are cancer causing cancer prevention products. They all can be used if we build this business and are able to make money. We are actually able to buy these products, to use these products, and we are able to do what? We are able to live a healthy lifestyle. Because also most of these diseases, by the way, all these diseases, they can all be prevented when you have money. When you do not have money, they actually are at their worst. If you want to know how worse it is, meet a cancer patient who doesn't have any single coin. I'm telling you, it eats them up badly. But even if you are to get this disease, the moment you have money, you can afford to buy these products. You can actually afford to prevent the disease itself. You can afford to prevent the disease itself through buying and using the products, or you can, even if you have the condition, through buying these products, you can afford to prevent it, to get your body back in order. So guys, let's talk to as many people as possible. Like I told you today, my mission is in speaking to everybody about these products. Speak to everybody about these products. And today we are at a rate, by the way, whereby out of every 5 people that die due to chronic, every 5 people that die from the age of 40 and above, every 5 people that die, 4 of them, it's either cancer It's either diabetes, it's either pressure, or it is something in relation to that. Something in relation to that. And how can this be prevented? How can these conditions be prevented? I mean, I've seen so many people with these cancers and all that. And I've seen them rotate from hospital to hospital, hospital to hospital. They do chemotherapy. Some of them actually come back worse than they actually went. I have met people who have undergone chemotherapy. My goodness. If there is any way you can prevent yourself from getting there, please do it as early as possible. Do it as early as possible. These diseases are real, but the good news is they can be prevented. Like I told you, I've seen many people run from hospital to hospital, but the general conclusion is anything to deal with chronic diseases. Talk about the diabetes, talk about cancer. You have to get back to your lifestyle. Make sure that you're exercising enough. Make sure you're eating well. Make sure you're having enough rest. And most importantly, supplement. The products that Mr. Fred has talked to us about that can actually help us in case we have cancer, they can help us to get back in shape. Or if we want to prevent ourselves from getting cancer, the earlier we use them, the better. The earlier we use them, the better. And I usually love telling people, you know, when we start using these products earlier, it is even much cheaper, much cheaper. I mean, how many tins of Cruciferous Plus do you need a year to prevent them? You probably need only 4 tins of Cruciferous Plus. That is 1 tin of Cruciferous Plus every 4 months. Every 4 months. A tin of Cruciferous Plus. And that's quite affordable. A tin of flavonoid complex, 1 tin every 3 months. A tin of carotenoid complex, 1 every 3 months. A tin of threonine, 1 every 3 months. We had better use these products earlier before it actually becomes expensive. Because when you were to get the cancer, you will probably need to take phytodefense 1 times 3. 1 sachet of phytodefense times 3 every single what? Every single day. Every single day. So guys, let's use these products. Let us use these products. And to us who are on this call, if you're a distributor, it would also be annoying to hear that you're in Neolife and then you have cancer. Let's use them. That's why Neolife says, number one, even before they say, go ahead and talk to people about these products, they say, use the products first. Use the product first. Then after you have used the product, then you go and recommend it to someone else. And of course, as you're recommending it to someone else, that's where the money comes in. Remember that every single time we share and recommend these products to people, that is how the business aspect comes in. If you're on this call and you're a guest, not only are you going to join to use the products to live long and healthier to prevent cancer, but you can also do this as a part-time business for part-time income. Most of us are doing it full-time for the money. Most of us, even the person who shared with this link, yes, he wanted you to live healthier, but there is also an opportunity that you can make money through using the products and recommending the products and building a team of product users. That is how the company gets to pay us. And that's why also the things like travel and lifestyle come through. Many other benefits also come through when you understand what we do. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be able to share something about what this Neolife has done for me in terms of the products and also in terms of the business perspective. Because personally, I joined to make money, but later on I just discovered it is just more than the money. So thank you so much, and have a blessed evening. Back to you, Mr. Fred.
Thank you so much, Justus. That was powerful. Thank you for covering for me after technology threw me out. I think we're having a fluctuation of Wi-Fi in my area, so it keeps coming in and going out. But at least we've gotten the message. That was a powerful testimony from you, Justus. We truly appreciate you. We appreciate the journey that you have taken to get where you have gotten. And we know that with you together, we can be able to continue this journey and change many people's lives. Now, we are coming to the end of our session. One thing that I want to mention for the guests who are on the call, for the distributors, just as I said, it is better. You have a choice. You can either buy these products from the person who invited you, or you can actually register and buy for yourself. When you register and buy for yourself, you buy them at wholesale price, where you get between 15 to 30% discount on all the products. So it is better for you to buy for yourself because you get to save some money. Then again, just as I said, you get a chance to use the product at a discount. Yeah. Now the business aspect, you can pick it up later, but I always say this: your health is your greatest wealth. If you take care of your health, then other things can fit in nicely, and you can actually live a longer, healthier life. Now, I've seen on the call there are people asking about joint pains and the like, nerve problems. We have products for that. We do have products for that. There's TRINN, there's omega-3, there's CalMag, there's vitamin B complex. These are full motion. These are products that will help you to sort out issues that deal with nerves and also dealing with painful joints. But for further information, talk to the person who invited you. They'll be able to give you a comprehensive program. If they're not able to, they'll be able to contact their upline who can get in touch with us if he doesn't have the answer, and we'll be able to give you that answer. We have a solution for your health challenges, and we are here to give it to you so that you can live a longer, healthier life. Now, if you want to know more about the business, how to make money, how to travel the world, then we have a meeting tomorrow at 8 p.m. With Pascal Lolo, and he'll be sharing about how you can be able to make money, either part-time or full-time, and be able to enjoy lifestyle, live a longer, healthier life, and also travel the world. So if you're interested to know how to make money from your life, welcome tomorrow so that you can be able to learn more about how to make money. Otherwise, it was great chatting with you guys. This recording will be available later today. I look forward to seeing you again next Saturday when we are going to discuss another aspect of health. But otherwise, it was exciting. Thank you so much, Justus. Thank you, Lydia, for stepping in when technology threw me out. That's a benefit of teamwork. And that's why people need to work together as a team. Others, thank you so much. God bless you. See you again next Sunday, and have a blessed Sunday afternoon. Bye.